I've got the minced hearts, livers. Okay, the pork belly. There's a lot of fat in it. That'll bind it all together. So I'm just going to stir all that through, and then going to throw it in the pan and just brown it all off. I'm going to season it in the pan. It always seems a shame to me. You're going to kill an animal. You might as well make the most of all the organs and use the lot. Right, okay, so in the pan here, I've got an onion softening. Just stick some of this mince in. Okay, just going to start browning that off. It's just a little bit of olive oil there. You could use a bit of butter. A little bit of salt. A bit of pepper. Start stirring that around. You're not cooking it as such, you're just colouring it off. Okay, that's coming on nicely. I'm going to chuck a bit of sage in there. And that's essentially how far you want to take this. And that sage will just give a nice bit of background taste. I mean, these are strong flavours, so, you know, you need to balance it with it. You can put some thyme in there, a bit of garlic, if you want to jazz it all up. Okay, let's just get that over there. Got some hot stock boiling on there. We're just going to poach them in a minute. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I've got some breadcrumbs, and that's going to help bind it. We put an egg in there as well. And that's going to absorb some of the liquid, some of the fat. Not too much. I don't want it like sort of pudding-like. Just to bring it all together. Okay. And ideally, you don't want to crack your egg in there while it's still hot, because obviously the egg's going to set. So if we move that around a bit, that's going to start cooling down. And again, Matt, this is a dish that you could take to this bar, actually sort of form your faggots and then put them in the fridge to set. So you can sort of pre-prepare in advance. Yeah, you can. Well, you can pre-prepare. You can cook them in advance. Yeah. You know, and then sort of bit of stock, reheat them. So that's looking pretty good. Right, crepinat. This is quite clever stuff. Do you use this a lot in the restaurant?
We use a lot in the restaurant.
I mean, it's mad. It's like sort of spider web. Oh. It's the intestines of the pig. Let's just cut off. Let's keep that to one side a minute. Need to spread it out. Just get some little balls.
Jenny, I think you've got a question for Matt, or several.
Well, a couple of questions. I just wondered how you'd store that, what he's using at the moment, how it'd be stored.
In the kitchen, we store it in big tubs of water in the fridge because it's very bloody. It needs cleaning. Right. So the longer you hold it in water, the cleaner it'll get. So it's not something a domestic
cook would use, probably?
Probably not. I mean, you could get it, and there's absolutely nothing. I mean, it's nothing to be scared of.
Many years ago, it was the essential clean film of the kitchen. You used to wrap everything inside. Yeah.
Okay, so that's all I'm doing. Just wrapping a couple of little balls like that, and just twisting off the bottom, because you don't want a big blob of crepinat underneath, so I'm just twisting them around. Okay, shaping it a little. They're very delicate at this stage. Losing the excess, you don't need that. And that's what you want, those little sort of patties.